Namaskar, greetings from Cosmic Yoga Studio. Hope everyone is doing well. Let's move on and start today's session. Today we will be covering introduction about chakras and understand in detail the science behind Swadhisthana Chakra. Now we will try to understand in brief the science of chakra or plexus and various glands and subglands associated with it. Chakra is a Sanskrit term, while plexus is the Latin term. Besides the main nerve centers at the point of each chakra, there are also subcenters where subglands are located. These subglands influence and control the propensities attached to each chakra. For spiritual advancement, meditation is a must, and in meditation, the role of the chakra is immense. In human body, the chakras are situated at the intersecting points of the Ida, Sushumna and Pingala nadis. These three nadis are also called psycho-spiritual channels. These three nadis are very significant for yogis who are on the path of spiritual progress. In the human mind, various thoughts are constantly emerging and dissolving. Behind these psychic phenomena are the underlying vrittis or propensities, which are primarily related to the inborn samskaras of human beings. Propensities are formed according to one's inherent samskaras, and the expression and control of these propensities are dependent upon the various chakras. The 50 main propensities of the human mind are expressed internally or externally through the vibrational expressions of these chakras. These chakras are psychic and not physical. The names of the different plexi in the human body are as follows. First one is Turanian plexus, which is called Mooladhara Chakra. This is related to Bhauma Mandal. The second one is Fluidal plexus, which is called Swadhisthana Chakra. This is related to Taral Mandal. The third one is Igneous plexus, which is also called Manipur Chakra. This is related to Agni Mandal. The fourth one is Sidereal plexus, or also called Anahat Chakra. This is related to Nakshatra Mandal. The fifth one is Solar plexus or Vishuddha Chakra. This is related to Saur Mandal. The next one is Lunar plexus, also called Agnya Chakra. This is related to Shashi Mandal or Chandra Mandal. Today we will discuss in detail about the Fluidal plexus or Swadhisthana Chakra or Sacral plexus. In Sanskrit, Swa means self. Adhishthana means base location, and chakra means a wheel or vortex or energy center. Swadhisthana Chakra is located close to Mooladhara Chakra and is involved indirectly in the awakening of Kundalini Shakti, the inner dormant energy, which when awakened gives great spiritual, mental and physical benefits. According to tantric texts, there are 7 chakras or plexuses. Swadhisthana Chakra is the second plexus. Swadhisthana chakra or the sacral plexus is connected to our unconscious mental impressions and also to our sexual urge. Now we will see the structure and shape of Swadhisthana chakra. Swadhisthana chakra is described as a flower with 6 petals. On the petals are found the Sanskrit letter Bam, Bham, Mam, Yam, Ram and Lan written. Inside the pericarp is a white region of Varuna, the deity of water element. Swadhisthana chakra is shaped like a crescent moon, which is silver white in color. Now we will try to see location of Swadhisthana chakra. The Swadhisthana chakra is situated on the spinal cord directly behind the root of the genital organs. It is located inside the Sushumna Nadi or the central meridian. The chakras are more connected to pranic body. Swadhisthana chakra is not part of the physical body but does influence the urinary and reproductive organs. Now we will see seed mantras associated with Swadhisthana chakra. Seed mantra or bija mantra are one-lettered syllable mantras with hidden power. The mantra for Swadhisthana chakra is Vam. Practitioners use the repetition of the Siddha mantra to activate the Swadhisthana chakra. Apart from this, the petals of the chakra also have seed letters associated with it. The petals of Swadhisthana chakra has these 6 letters Bam, Bham, Mam, Yam, Ram and Lam written on it. These are also used by yoga practitioners while visualizing the chakras. These 6 are acoustic sound associated with Swadhisthana chakra. Now we will see connection of Swadhisthana chakra to sense organs. In Tantra, Swadhisthana chakra is related to the tongue and the sense of taste. Swadhisthana chakra has 6 propensities associated with it. They are as follows. The first one is avajina, which means belittlement of others. Next is murcha, which is lack of common sense. Third one is prashraya, which is indulgence. Fourth one is vishwas, which is lack of confidence. Fifth one is sarvanash, which is thought of sure annihilation. And the sixth one is krurata, which is cruelty. So, if the Swadhisthana chakra is balanced, the propensities can also be kept in control and human emotions can be maintained. Next, we will see how to purify and balance Swadhisthana chakra. There are many ways of activating a chakra or plexus. One way is to use the bija mantra, one syllabled sacred sound. The bija mantra of Swadhisthana chakra is Vam. Apart from this, concentration and meditation on the chakra location can also be used for controlling and balancing Swadhisthana chakra. Vam is only bija mantra. But additionally, there is a Siddha mantra according to one's inherent sanskaras for controlling and balancing Swadhisthana chakra. This is very helpful in controlling the Taral Tattva or water factor inside the human body and subconscious mind, which is Manomaya Kosh, and have command on them. The process of mantra chanting exact mantra with meaning for the sacral chakra or Swadhisthana chakra needs to be learned in upcoming sessions. This is most effective and scientific process taught in Rajadhiraj Yoga, which is enhanced and effective version of Ashtanga Yoga. Next we will see role of chakra in spiritual elevation and process of meditation. Chakras play very important role in the process of meditation. In fact, the most important aspect of meditative practice is chakra shodhan and chakra niyantran. This technique of chakra shodhan and chakra niyantran is to be followed for all the chakras with respective prescribed mantras. Now we will try to understand two terms, chakra shodhan and chakra niyantran, from the perspective of Swadhisthana chakra. Chakra shodhan, the process of purification of chakra, which is most important aspect of meditation. This technique will be used for purifying the Swadhisthana chakra by using mantra aghat. Mantra aghat means chanting of prescribed mantra on the Swadhisthana chakra with cosmic ideation. Question might arise, why do we really need to purify chakra? Chakras are impure, which means they are contaminated by mutative and static forces. Hence, by the process of chakra shodhan, the Swadhisthana chakra can be purified and hence can be balanced the Swadhisthana chakra. Mooladhara chakra, where the Kundalini Shakti is residing in dormant state, thus can be helpful in rising of the Kundalini Shakti or sleeping divinity once Mooladhara chakra is purified. This rising of Kundalini Shakti from Mooladhara chakra is the starting point of realization of supreme bliss. Once the Kundalini Shakti starts movement from Mooladhara chakra, it moves next to Swadhisthana chakra. In the practice of yoga, sadhakas elevate Jaivi Shakti Kula Kundalini, which is also known as coiled serpentine, and merge it into Paramatma. As the Kula Kundalini crosses various plexi, the spiritual aspirant achieves siddhis at various stages of yoga. The Kula Kundalini can be raised only when the sadhaka has a longing for Paramatma. When humans will desire to merge Jiva Shakti, which is unit consciousness, with Shiva Shakti, which is cosmic consciousness, the Kula Kundalini will be elevated. Only when the longing to be one with Paramatma is intense will the Kula Kundalini rise up. When the Kundalini is in the crudest stage, it is in the Mooladhara chakra. When by the dint of meditation the Kula Kundalini comes to Swadhisthana Chakra, the sadhaka feels that he himself and Paramatma are in the same world. Though he is far, yet he is visible. One day I will reach him. This is Salokya Samadhi. When the Kundalini will rise up in Salokya Samadhi, how can it be effective in the absence of devotion? In the absence of devotion, it is not possible to take Jivatma to Paramatma. Even the awakening Nidra Tyag of Kundalini Shakti is not possible in absence of devotion. Next comes the process of Chakra Niyantran. The process of controlling the chakras, which is also important aspect of spiritual practices. Once the Swadhisthana Chakra is purified, the mind needs to be maintained or controlled at that chakra so that mantra aghat can be done with pure cosmic ideation. By regular practice of asanas also, Swadhisthana Chakra can be balanced. Siddhasana or Siddha posture is an example of asana by practice of which Swadhisthana Chakra can be balanced and controlled. There are mudras which can be helpful in balancing Swadhisthana Chakra. Mahabandha, Mahaveda and Ambasi are some of the mudra which can be practiced to balance Swadhisthana Chakra. We will deal with various asanas and mudras in upcoming practical sessions. We have covered all the facts and technicalities related to Swadhisthana Chakra. That's all we have for today. Hope the session on Swadhisthana Chakra was useful. If you find this video informative, do press the like button and share this video. Last but not the least, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel Cosmic Yoga Studio and press bell icon so that you keep on getting notification for each new video we upload. Thank you all for joining. Have a wonderful day. Namaskar.